The Premier League have confirmed that the games over the festive period will go ahead, and if they have 13 fit players and a goalkeeper, then the teams must fulfil matches. Lloris has come out and said that Antonio Conte has winning culture in his DNA, and reports are now stating that Spurs are considering legal action after UEFA have just dumped us out of the Europa Conference League. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start the video by talking about the League Cup. Of course, Tottenham Hotspur are in the quarterfinals. We will play our game tomorrow evening. One game in the quarterfinals will take place today. Arsenal will take on Sunderland. 3 games tomorrow evening. Brentford against Chelsea, Liverpool against Leicester, and Spurs, of course, take on our London rivals, West Ham United. 7:45 PM kickoff. So in the last couple of weeks, there have been so many Premier League games postponed due to COVID-19 issues. A report has just been published by BBC Sport, and they have stated that Premier League and EFL clubs have chosen to fulfil festive fixtures despite ongoing COVID-19 disruption. The decision comes despite Premier League players returning a record 90 positive tests last week. The Premier League's 20 clubs met on Monday to discuss the fixture list after 6 weekend games were postponed. No vote took place, and so 2 rounds of fixtures are in place across 5 days from the 26th of December, while the EFL will play games where it is safe to do so. It had been expected that the Premier League's Game Week 20, starting on the 28th of December, would be postponed in order to ease the pressure on Premier League squads. Now, this report from the BBC says that the BBC Sport understands that one discussion point at the meeting was for each club to play 2 fixtures over the festive period across 3 game weeks, meaning no individual game week would have been fully postponed. Instead, clubs have been advised if they have 13 fit players plus a goalkeeper, they should fulfil their games. Now, interestingly, the FA Cup replays in rounds 3 and 4 have, however, been scrapped, and talks are ongoing on whether to reduce the League Cup semi-final ties to just 1 leg. Shortly after the meeting, the Premier League confirmed there had been 90 new positive cases from 12,345 tests on players and staff between the 13th and the 19th of December. The figure was more than double last week's 42 cases, which was a record since the pandemic began. Spurs captain Hugo Lloris has been talking about Tottenham Hotspur head coach Antonio Conte and said football is all about details, and when you come close to the final step, details are so important. We know that we have a manager who can help the team improve those details. Antonio Conte's CV talks by itself. He's bringing his energy, his football approach, but also mainly his mentality. He has the winning culture in his DNA. He played all of his career at Juventus, he was at Juve as a manager, and he's won everywhere he's been. So it's important to use his experience, but also for the players to take responsibility and become a better team. Now, my thoughts on this, Hugo Lloris uses that key word there, energy. Every single person, all of the players, you can see it, all of the fans as well. We have all been energised by this appointment of Antonio Conte. He is a born winner, and as Hugo Lloris said there, he has won everywhere he has gone. I am expecting big things under Antonio Conte, and I tell you what, if Antonio Conte is backed in the right way in the January transfer window and the summer transfer window, who knows what we can achieve. As Hugo Lloris also said, he has won every single place he has been at. So I am looking forward. I'm going to mention that word trophy again. Trophies are way overdue at Spurs, but we are going in the right direction again. And, you know, especially after that Liverpool game 6 weeks ago, we weren't even having a shot on target in matches, and we give Liverpool a real game, created so many chances and opportunities, and it just looks like some of these players have been, you know, re-energised, which is absolutely fantastic to see. So I'm very excited, you know, under Antonio Conte, and I think that he can bring, you know, success to this club again. Now, in case you missed it, an official statement from UEFA was released yesterday, stating that Spurs had forfeited the game against Rennes, and the result had gone down as a 3-0 Rennes win, meaning that Tottenham Hotspur have been dumped out of the Europa Conference League. A report has just been published by the Daily Mail, and they are stating that Tottenham are considering legal action after UEFA dumped them out of the Europa Conference League by ruling Antonio Conte's side must forfeit their postponed clash with Rennes 3-0. The report then states that Spurs will consider legal action amid fury at UEFA's decision to effectively dump them out of Europe this season. UEFA have ruled that Spurs must forfeit their final Europa Conference League group game against Rennes, postponed earlier this month due to a COVID outbreak at the London club, meaning Antonio Conte's side are now out of the competition. Last week, Antonio Conte said it would be unfair if his team were to forfeit the match, given the circumstances of the postponement on the 9th of December. And Spurs officials were left angered by the decision on Monday to award a 3-0 win to Rennes, who had been unhappy that Tottenham announced the game was off after they had already arrived in London, giving the mitigating circumstances. The game was called off under government advice, and the club were also forced to close down their training centre as COVID spread amongst staff. Under UEFA rules, the game has to be played by the 31st of December, with Spurs desperate to reschedule the fixture, knowing a cancellation of the match would cost them their place in the tournament. And the Daily Mail then go on to say and have revealed that Spurs had offered to play the game against Rennes on Monday, just 24 hours after their Premier League clash with Liverpool. Now, my thoughts on this, I think that Tottenham Hotspur are absolutely gutted about being out of this competition. Tottenham Hotspur did everything they possibly could to get this game played. You know, even to offer to play the game yesterday, which would have been Monday evening. Of course, the French league go on the winter break on the 22nd of December. It was obvious that Rennes did not want to play this game. They did not want to reschedule it whatsoever. And I was absolutely surprised and absolutely disgusted in Rennes' attitude by not even wishing any of the Tottenham Hotspur players or staff a speedy recovery from COVID-19. I thought the way that they handled it was absolutely dreadful. And I also think the way that UEFA, the governing body of European football, have dealt with this in a dreadful manner. You know, them themselves, they didn't even mention about speedy recovery to the Tottenham Hotspur players or staff. Yes, they've got rules. Yes, they've got a rule book. But this was special circumstances. You know, Tottenham Hotspur had to close down the training centre. COVID-19, you know, was widespread amongst the whole of the Tottenham Hotspur staff and, you know, all of the team. It was, you know, what could we do? What could Tottenham Hotspur do as a club? You know, if them and Rennes expected Spurs to play this game with so many issues, I just cannot believe it. I'm absolutely stunned as a Spurs fan that UEFA, the governing body of European football, expected us to play this game under those circumstances. So, as I mentioned, on Monday morning, the official announcement came out from UEFA. But interestingly, there hasn't been any official announcement from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club as yet. Nothing on their social media channels or nothing on their official website. However, in lots of reports in the UK media, a Tottenham spokesperson is quoted in saying, "We're disappointed by the ruling of the UEFA appeals body and the refusal to allow more time for the match to be rescheduled. We have to accept this ruling. However, our focus now turns to the competitions that we remain in." Now, my thoughts, yes, I see the positives here. I know a lot of Spurs fans don't like this competition, and there'll be a lot of Tottenham Hotspur fans out there, you know, stating that this is a good thing for the club. Yes, we do have to see the positives. We can now concentrate on the league and, of course, the other two cup competitions that we are in. Of course, we play tomorrow night against West Ham in the League Cup quarter-final, so hopefully we will go through to the semi-finals. And then, of course, we start our FA Cup run, hopefully, in the third round, early January against Morecambe at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But I'm just a little bit gutted, really, as a Spurs fan. You know, no European football. We're out of a European competition in December. It's just going to seem very, very strange.
Thanks, Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to this channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Have a good week. Stay safe and well. I'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Spurs.